Hey my friends, welcome back to Genuine Notions. My name is Rosie and I'm back. I have been away for a little bit and so I apologize for that, but I'm back with a test and swatch that I want to do with these watercolor pens from Genuine Crafts, and also these new acrylic inks from Monte Marte. I've bought some products from this company before, but these acrylic inks are new to them and new to me, so I wanted to come on and test them out and see the brightness and to see the consistency and just to see if they're water resistant and things like that. So we're going to start with the watercolor pens. This was a gift for Christmas that was given to me, and so I held on to it so I can swatch it with you guys. I hope that everyone's been doing well, and I hope that everyone has a blessed new year. So I made these swatches here. One for the acrylic paints, and I decided to make it fun with these little hearts, and this one is for the pens. And then at the end I'm going to do a comparison with two other sets of watercolor pens that I have with this one to see what the difference is between the three. So I think I'm going to start with the pens, and I'm going to just put this aside. So let's open these up. And it does have the colors on the back here. I don't usually like to keep the colors that are on the box because I rather just swatch them and see the real colors on paper. So even though some of the boxes of paints and markers and things like that come with the colors in the back, it's good that it has the actual number, but and the actual name of the color. But I'd rather just swatch them and maybe just jot down the numbers and the colors on the actual swatch. So it comes in this box, which I may have to find a place to put them in because I don't like going into the boxes every time I'm going to use my markers. So let's see, it does have this that came with it, and it says want a free set of 20 watercolor brush pens. Just pay for shipping and handling to receive a set of our watercolors brush pens for free. Oh, that's good. So it says to scan and you'll get a free gift. See if that's true. And it brings this here. So I'm going to put this aside. It also brings another one. So it brings two of these. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it does have a water brush that you can fill. That's nice. I have tons of these, but you can use this one. I just see that the point is not just by looking at it. But we'll try it. And let me see. So the barrel is really nice, and it's like round, but it's kind of thick. I just want to compare it to kind of similar. These are much shorter, which I like. And it does have the color on the pen, which I really like when markers and pens have the colors on it and the number. And Genuine Crafts, I do have a set of paints that I use all the time, watercolor paints, and they're pretty good. So when I received these as a gift, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, because I already had a set of their watercolors, and I do like their watercolors. So I was excited to try these brush pens. So, okay, so let's get started here. So we're going to start with the yellow. Let's see. And what I want to do is very smooth. I'm gonna just start with the yellow, and then I'm gonna just bring it down with, I'm gonna use my other watercolor pen here, and I'm just gonna bring it down with some water just to see how it blends. Okay, let's see. So this is the yellow. This one is light orange. It is very juicy. That's what I will say. This is a really nice orange. I mean, I see it moving, but I don't know if it's the paper, but I thought that it would move a lot smoother than that. But let me just finish this here so I could clean the brush. It's looking better. I think as it dries, it looks better. So this one is orange. I do like the way that it goes down very nice and smooth, and there's no skipping. I think it's the paper, honestly. This one is red orange. Yeah, it's the paper, guys. So the paper's kind of like breaking. So I use the smooth side of the watercolor, and that's probably it. So the paper's not doing what it's supposed to. This is red. This is a really nice juicy red. Very nice juicy red. Let's see. I'm just going to try to grab it just from the end and drag it down. That way it doesn't, I don't have to go all the way up. Because for some reason the paper's coming, the fibers of the paper's coming loose. This one is pink. The colors so far are really bright and pretty. This one is ruby, pink ruby. That's a pretty color too. This one is purple. This one is plum. This one is ocean blue. I have blue. Light blue. All these colors are really, really pretty. The marker's going down really smooth, but the water, for some reason, or the paper is not doing its justice with this marker. This one is yellow green. The green didn't do anything. This one is olive. This is a very nice color. This one is lime. This one is green. Forest green. Brown. Charcoal. And I'm assuming the last one is black. Yes. Okay. So as far as the colors, I like the colors. Very, very nice colors. Let me see if I can put these back in order. This paper did not do it justice. I used a watercolor paper, but I used the other side, which is not the rough side, the smooth side, and I think that has something to do with it. For the future, I'll know not to do that. But despite, it did show that it blended nicely with water. And the colors are really bright and pretty. Also, the pens are really juicy. There's no skipping in between. So what I wanted to do now is just do a comparison with the Arteza markers, and I also have another set called Masters, and I wanted to compare it with the Genuine Crafts, which is the one that I swatched right now. So let's see how they do. But then this paper here, I'm going to try it on this paper, even though I didn't try it on the rough side. I tried it on the smooth side, and I didn't like the results too much. But I'm going to try it here, and then I'll just turn it around, which is the rough side, and see if there's a difference. So we're going to pick a color that is the same for all of them. So let's see. This one is... So you see with the Artezas, unfortunately, they don't put the colors on them, which I don't like. I think when I bought these, they were the first Artezas that came out, and I think now they have the name, but these don't have the name. So this is like a forest green, so I'm going to pick the forest green here, and I'm going to see if I can find the forest green on the Masters. Let's see if this is something like... This one looks like a forest green. Okay. So we're going to do these three on here, and we're going to start with the Arteza. And I've had these for a while, and pretty good. They're still pretty juicy. But again, this paper is not doing what it's supposed to, so it's not going to give me the result that I want. But we're going to test it out like that anyway. That's the Arteza. We're going to do the Master, which is this one here. And these don't have the colors either. But I picked the color that I think is the closest. This one is also very juicy, and I've had these for a very long time too. The thing about these, the Masters, it has the color on the barrel, which I like. Okay, so that is the Master, and then of course the Genuine Crafts, which is also very juicy. Yeah, so that is the difference there. Not too much blending. The Arteza did okay, and the Masters, the Genuine Crafts, but I think it's the paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around on the rough side and see if there's a difference. So we're going to try the Arteza again, because I feel like the paper has something to do with it. Sure does. I blended a bit better. That's the Arteza. Let's do the Masters. Oh yeah, the Masters blended so much better on the smoother side. And let's try the Genuine Crafts. Okay. So look at the difference there. Arteza, Masters, and Genuine Crafts. So the Genuine Crafts, I don't see that it really brings out the color. They're supposed to be watercolor pens, so you're supposed to be able to bring out the color with watercolor, with the water pen, and it does do it, but it's not like these. You notice Arteza, Master, and Genuine Crafts. So I don't know. I'll use them again and see. I'll give them another chance, but this is watercolor paper. It should be able to do that on watercolor paper very smoothly, because you can't use them really in any other type of paper. The paper that you're supposed to use it on is watercolor, and it's supposed to be able to work the way it's supposed to. But you know what? I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do a different color just to give it one more chance. This is like a really pretty hot pink. This is the Genuine Crafts. I just want to see. Okay, so this one blended a little bit better. Okay, let me try a different color. Let's do the orange. Okay, so that's better. So I guess it depends on the color or the pigmentation in the marker. So the pink looks really nice, and so does the orange. So I guess it depends. And it did look nice on the watercolor paper, so really nice, really nice. So okay, so I would give it Genuine Crafts from a 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. I would give it like an 8, possibly a 7.5. I'm not an expert in markers, but I do know what I like in my markers, so that is how I rate them. So yeah, this is the Genuine Crafts, a Christmas gift, very nice Christmas gift. So I'll definitely use them. I'm gonna add them to my markers there, because they are very pretty colors, and a lot of them did blend very nice, even on the smooth side. So I am definitely going to use them, and I do like the way they came out on the rough side. So, and that's usually the side that I use for my art, the rough side, which is better. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna use them. And so these are Genuine Crafts. You can find them on Amazon. I'm not sure the price because they were a gift, but definitely find them on Amazon for $20, and I think they also carry the bigger sets. So if you have any questions regarding the Artezas too, you can definitely find those on Amazon. And the Masters, I don't know if they still have the Masters. I think they do. These are pretty cool. These are like the fine point. If you're looking for like a fine point watercolor marker or pen, these are very fine point. And then the Artezas are like a medium, but do have that nice point. And then the Genuine Crafts are kind of like the Artezas, but the point is a little bit more finer, shorter. So it all depends on what you're looking for. So let me just show you all of them. So these are the points, from the Master being the finest, and then the Arteza in the middle, and then you have the Genuine Crafts. So it all depends what type of point you want. So I bought the Masters because I did want something with a finer point for more details and things like that. Okay, my friends, so now I want to test these Monte Marte acrylic inks. They bring 12 piece, a 12 set, and so we're going to try these So I did do this swatch here. So I am going to blend it with water to see how it flows. We'll take these out. So the container is plastic. This is a really pretty sap green. And these are 20 milligrams. So these were $22 on Amazon, which I thought was a pretty good price. And I decided to purchase them because they may bring up the price. Okay, so we'll put these aside here. Where's any black? We have black. Yes, black is going to be the last with the white. And that's them right there. And I'm going to do it on these cute little heart stamps. So I'm going to use my new brush here. This brush I also purchased on Amazon, and it's called Artegria Intuition Quill. This is the number 2. I did order these quite a few weeks ago, and I still haven't used them, so I'm going to use it for this swash. So this would be my first time using these brush. If you're interested, I can link these down below so you can find them on Amazon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll probably just dip the brush in the paint, and then just wash. And you can just go like this. That was the sap green. This is the scarlet red. This is really juicy, this red here. So I'm just cleaning the brush a little bit so that I can blend it with the water and see what it looks like when you blend it with the water. Okay. Next we have orange. These look like they're watery, kind of. I want to say light. I like them though, they look very nice. Yellow. Too much water on the brush. The yellow seems very transparent. This one is Burnt Umber. Okay. This one is Phthalo Blue. One of my favorite colors. I love all blues, all shades of blues. Look how beautiful that color is. Oh my goodness. Absolutely gorgeous. Very pretty. This one is Yellow Orchid. So some of these look like they're more pigmented than others. Some of them seem like they're a little light, the pigment. Like the yellow seems very light. This one seems very light. This one is Violet. The violet's pretty nice. Seems like it has a nice pigment to it. So you can tell by looking at the bottle which ones are more pigmented than others. I do like the way the water moves it around really nicely. This one is Teal. This is the blue family, so another color that I love. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Very pigmented too. You see the way it pulls the color. I do notice though that it dries really quick, and so as I'm pulling the color, you can see the line in between the color that I lay down and when I'm trying to push it up, there's a line that forms. So I don't know, I do have my fan on, so that could be the reason why it's drying really fast. This is the black. Black should always be pigmented. That's really pigmented. And we're just gonna drag it. And then the white, of course, you're not gonna be able to see that, but I'll just do it anyway. Let's see how it looks on the brush. Okay, so you can definitely see it on the brush, but you're not going to see it on the actual paper. So, okay, so there is the swatch for the Monte Marte acrylic inks. So let me just bring it up so you can see. You see that there, as I'm putting it here, it kind of dries. So when I'm pulling it up, you see that line in between. Also with this one here. But then again, I do have my fan on because it's really hot in my apartment. So yeah. So besides that, I do like them. Some of them are not as pigmented as the others. Like these three are very pigmented. The black, of course. Even the burnt umber is a little bit light, but definitely great for mixed media, which that's what I want them for. The orange seems like it's a little light too. But I do have other acrylic paints that I do want to do a little comparison. And so I'm going to use this side here. And I want to use the same color. So I think I'm going to use the burnt umber. And I have, what color is this? Not that one. So I do buy the FW paints, which is one of my favorite acrylic paints, inks. I'm just gonna, let me see if this is it here. Yeah, so this is the burnt umber. I'm gonna use my older one. This is my new one. What else do I have? And I think I have it in golden too. So this is the golden burnt umber. It's also an acrylic ink paint, and this is the FW acrylic ink paint. And so we're going to compare. These are supposed to be the same colors. They may vary because they're different companies. So we're going to try all of them and see. I'm just going to turn my fan that way. So I'm just going to put a little drop there. And put a little drop there. And I'm going to put, I don't think I opened this one yet. Let's see. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's put it on here. Okay, we're going to take the brush and see. So that's the burnt umber. That's really pretty. It seems like it's a little bit transparent, but I like it. Really pretty color. Look at that. That's so pretty. I like the way it flows. Then this is the FW. I just did actually a little bit, so I think I should put a little bit more. But look how pretty that is too. The colors, of course, vary because they're different companies, like I mentioned. But let me just put one more drop. This one is running low, so let's see. That's really pretty as well. Look at that. And I think I need just a tiny bit of the golden more, just to make it even with all of them. Okay. Ooh, that's really pigmented. Okay. Wow. And I just use a little drop. Look at that. That is really pigmented. Ooh. That's awesome. Okay, so that's the difference between all of them. I already see the Monte Marte. It's already drying. This one is, the edges are drying already. This one, the ink is still flowing for the golden. Obviously, out of all three, the golden is the one that's more pigmented. Seems like the consistency is a little bit thicker. So this one goes a long way. So I could have just used the first drop and go with that. I thought that it would be like this one, so I just added an extra drop, or one little drop would have been fine. Love the colors. The colors are different. I think this one is one of my favorite colors, but it depends on the brown you want to use. So I like to blend colors anyway, so yeah. But these are all burnt umber in different brands. But that is it, guys. So of course the Monte Marte is, I give it a thumbs up. It's looks like it's a really nice set of acrylic inks for an affordable price. So these right here, I have to tell you, they're pricey. These are pricey. I can't buy these all at once. I have to buy them little by little, and I've collected a set of already 30. But the only way that I was able to do that is waiting for the sales to come up and trying to buy as much as I can on sale. But these range from $8 to $13 a piece, so it's in between that. And the golden as well. The goldens are pretty much the same price as the FWs, unless you find it on sale for like $5.99 or $6.99, and you have to look out for them. So I was buying them according to whatever color was on sale. That's how I was collecting them. And then there were times where I wanted a specific color and I would just pay the full price. But yeah, these are expensive. So this is really nice that they came out with a, don't get me wrong, expensive but great paints, quality awesome. But at the same time, if you don't want to break the bank like me, I always try to look for sales anyway. The thing is that if you really want something for your art and you want your art to be a specific way and stuff like that, you do have to sometimes sacrifice and buy some of the better paints. But for people who are just beginning, these are good. And for $22, brings 12 of them. It's really good. So I would suggest that if you're just beginning, you can get yourself a pack like this rather than start paying for the expensive ones until later on. So yes, my friends, as far as the Monte Marte acrylic inks, I think that they're great, especially for someone who's beginning. You can definitely find them on Amazon for $22. I did purchase them for $22. I don't know if the price went up, but even if they went up a little bit, they're still a good price for 12 of them. As you can see here, it dried very nicely. The color is really pretty. Yeah, so try them out. I honestly use everything that I purchase. I'm definitely going to make use of them. I think that they're great. I would rate them as an 8.5. They're pretty good. The price is amazing compared to the most expensive ones here that I've collected through the years, because I can't buy a whole set because they're really expensive. These go from, they range from $8 to $13, sometimes $10 a paint, $11 a paint, depending on who you're buying it from. So I do have to wait for the sales. And as far as the golden, is pretty much the same. So if you do want to purchase these, I would advise that you wait for the sales and try to purchase them as I did. I purchased them, when I started purchasing these, I started purchasing them by the sales. So if they had them for $6.99 or $5.99, those were the colors that I would buy first. And then if I really needed a color that was regular price, then I would probably buy one or two, but I would never buy more than that because they're very pricey, you know, very pricey. But as far as these are great. I like the way they came out on the watercolor paper. You could definitely make use of them, create a lot of beautiful art with it. So yeah, guys, that I would give them an 8.5. Pretty good. And then as far as the genuine color pens, these are pretty decent. I would say there are a ton of other watercolor pens on Amazon. There's the Arteza, there's the Masters, there's these. I think these come also in a bigger pack. So you can weigh your options as when it comes to watercolor brushes or watercolor pens. There's so many out there. So yeah, but I just wanted to come on and show you these. So if you decide that it'll make your choice easier, at least you saw it here. And so yeah, that's what I wanted to come on and do. So I hope you guys, I hope the video helped in some way. And if you're deciding to buy any of these, I hope that it helped. And so I thank you guys for coming along, and I apologize for being MIA, and I thank all of those that are still hanging on there in my channel. I appreciate you guys very, very much. I'm trying to make it this year so that I make more content on this channel and bring you more items and more swatches and more reviews. So I appreciate you guys so much, for those of you that have stayed with me and still support me. So thank you so much, guys. Any comments, please put it in the description box below, and I will make sure to get back to you. So I appreciate your time. I will see you in the next video. Take care and God bless.